Costa Rica is a tiny country, but it is at the interface between two continents. Despite its small size, it is home to an absolutely bewildering array of plants and animals. Habitats range from lowlands to mountains, from rainforests to mangrove swamps, and from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. But the natural history of Costa Rica is actually quite short. Until just a few million years ago, the region was a narrow seaway that connected the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. The rise of the Isthmus of Panama connected North and South America and brought about changes in the movements of the world's oceans that have shaped our entire planet. But this new overland route between two continents also kick-started an epic migration of species in both directions and made its mark on the entirety of the Americas. On this voyage from Punta Arenas to Guayaquil, we are exploring some of the most biodiverse habitats in this remarkable region.
Something I have really enjoyed about this trip is the colors. The colors is something that I really like, and to see the rainforest, the lush, it's not just green, it's a million versions of green. We're really going deep into like very special places, and just to learn the beauty of the wildlife, the animals, the flowers, just the color of the water sometimes. Just looking out the window makes you think how incredibly lucky we are. Talking about Pura Vida is something that I've heard before, but I don't think I realized how important it was, because it really is the way they live and the way they share everything. You ask any question, they reply with Pura Vida, but what has been a common denominator is that it's always full of positivity and full of energy and happiness. It really is Pura Vida.
So today we had the chance to visit a very special place. We are here in Golfo Dulce in Costa Rica, in the Garden of Orchids. So the Casa de Orquídeas. Here in this garden you'll find lots of plants which are native and even endemic to Costa Rica. So that means you find them nowhere else in the world, only in Costa Rica. For me as a botanist, it is always wonderful to visit botanical gardens and gardens with different tropical plants in a small area. So you can find a good amount of species in a small space. And even the biggest flower of Costa Rica, the Aristolochia. can also find some tall trees and even strangler fig trees, which are strangling and wrapping around other trees to slowly grow higher and to get more sunlight.
Expedition cruising is not only a concept, it's also a spirit. As a captain, the main difference is that this type of navigation is way more challenging, but it is therefore more rewarding at the same time. Remaining within the logic of safety, of course, which always comes first, you still want to push the boundaries of what you can do with a ship. So a ship like the Silver Explorer is reasonably small with a short draft, so that allows us to do things like anchoring very close to the shore, giving the guests the sensation that we really push to the limit, taking them as close as possible to what they want to see. It's a spirit of adventure, so we go to remote places and we often remain at anchor using a fleet of Zodiacs to take the guests ashore. This is what makes a captain thrive. Basically push the boundaries of what exploration can be done by sea. Well, I said expedition cruising was not only a concept but also a spirit, and this spirit must be shared not only by the guests but also by the entire crew. And none of this would be possible without the support of the entire team.
On this voyage, we delved into the amazing biodiversity of the tropical rainforest. We had the chance to visit the pristine jewel of Isla del Coco, and we straddled the equator on our way south to Ecuador. We finish our voyage with memories of the natural wonders that we have witnessed. But we also take home with us a little piece of pura vida.